Welcome to our last episode of Pastor Appreciation Spotlight. Woo! Featuring our pianist, Sue Crew. Woo! And our children's Sunday school classes presenting The Steps of a Good Man Are Ordered by the Lord. Pastor Brad and Pastor Phil. Psalm 37:23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way." God delighted to direct your steps to us here at Liberty Chapel. God brought you here. You are a blessing to us. You are good men. Let's all join the children in singing the song on the overhead. And it's called "The Steps of a Good Man Are Ordered by the Lord." Before ending our last Pastor Appreciation Spotlight, I'd like to thank all the Sunday school classes for participating and honoring our pastors this last month. I'd like to thank our sound guys, Darren, Jordan, Randy, for helping out, and for Hillary McBride and Sue Crew for helping with music, and my sister Sherry for her handy pair of scissors, and my husband Kelly for building the cornfield prop, and to you, our church family, for your smiles and encouragement. And God bless Pastor Brad and Pastor Phil.
Savior lives. will walk with you, and you'll see me through, and sing the songs together. How can I keep from singing your praise? How can I ever say enough? How amazing is your love? How can I keep from shouting your name? I know I'm loved by the King, and it makes my heart want to sing. I can sing in the troubled times, sing when I win. I can sing when I lose my step and fall down again. I can sing 'cause you pick me up, sing 'cause you're there. I can sing 'cause you hear me, Lord, when I call to you in prayer. I can sing with my last breath, sing for I know that I'll sing with the angels and the saints around the throne. How can I keep from singing your praise? How can I ever say enough? How amazing is your love? How can I keep from shouting your name? I know I am loved by the King, and it makes my heart by the King, and it makes my heart. I'm loved by the King, and it makes my heart want to sing.
Good morning, Liberty Chapel. Do we have any bells? We will never know. Oh, what a beautiful day, and thank you to people watching on YouTube. Good that you tuned in. We hope this helps you to worship the Lord. I think you had something to say.
As part of the rock team this year, we appreciate that you've been given snacks for the kids. We've just been giving out snack bags after school as a way to be able to at least get some prayer requests from them and have a contact with them with not being able to have them in the building. We're going to open up after Halloween here, but have decided maybe to wait till the beginning of the year for that. It's going to look a little different in that those of you who haven't been there, the kids come in and we have snacks out on the counter and they help themselves and stuff to the snacks. And so we are looking, starting in January, we're going to need really 3 adults there because we have one person that's kind of blocked off from the kitchen, inside the kitchen area. They can just have things out and ready for the kids to be able just to come take, instead of the kids fixing like their peanut butter and jelly sandwich and things like, or their hot cocoa, things like that. We'll have that all for them. So be thinking about that if that's something else. Some of you don't really want to do the games with the kids or that kind of stuff, but if you could come for like maybe the first hour we're there, which would be like from 3 to 4, and just be the person serving the food so we can be interacting with the other couple people, can be interacting with the kids, because it's hard to just be back there doing food and not interacting with the kids, because a lot of them like to do their homework or help them with that kind of stuff. So if maybe interacting with the kids isn't your thing, if you would just come help get their snacks and things out for them for the first part, that would be great. We do have our donation box out there for Halloween candy. We will be serving and passing out bags for that. So we will need to continue, though, snack items being brought not only in January, but even now. So things that are prepackaged for now until till December, till their Christmas break. If you could continue to bring in snack items that we can continue the bags, since we thought we'd be ending those. Now we're not. So the pre-made snacks are great for that. Sign-up sheets to be able to do that. The kids really do appreciate it. It's really just a great way for us to keep in contact with the kids in our community as they're going home from school. It does make an impact. They want to come. They want to tell us about their day. They want to share what they need, their families need prayed for. So it does make a big impact if you can continue to help with that. And think about January, if you can come and just even be our snack person or come interact with the kids, and one of us will do the snack, whichever you want. But we are going to be looking for needing 3 people there instead of 2 starting in January. Hopefully we'll be able to open back up and really get back to real interaction with the kids instead of just a quick hand them a snack and what do you need prayed about kind of a thing. So we're hoping to do that. Anything else I need? All right. Thank you so much.
Just one other quick announcement. So we're still in the process of trying to figure out our mission trips for the youth come this summer, but we got a few good leads on that. And we are still doing our pumpkin patch envelope fundraiser, which you see as you come into the church. That will be continuing. So there's a few more weeks with that. Thank you for all of the support that you give to our youth and to our children, and your continued prayers for them. So thank you.
Next Sunday is a time change, and the last several years we've done a throwback Sunday. I think one year we wore what we wore to church 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Another time we did what we wore back when we were in high school. My letter jacket had shrunk since then, so it's good maybe not to do that one again. But the plan this year is for you to wear anything but 2020. I don't know how that affects you near as much as the people out at the 8:15 service, because they won't be able to wear their pajamas next Sunday. But you figure that out, and just nothing from 2020. Everything else is wide open. I'm kind of hoping somebody will wear something from like 2070 or something. I want to see Back to the Future.
2070?
Yeah, I want to see Back to the Future. I want to see that. And I dressed outside for football weather because that's how I would dress last night if they'd let me go to the ball game. And so boys played good, lost a heartbreaker in overtime. The girls cross country really cleaned up. Hope was second. The team won the district. The boys cross country did good. Third place in the district, and Vincent ran well and represented our church. And I think in the soccer players and volleyball players, and I don't know that we have golfers in this church, but the fall sports, proud of what the kids have done. Liberty Center and the other schools that are involved in with our church. Let's see, what else there? Prayer concerns. We have a couple of people in our church who have COVID, and pray for them. Pray that resolves quickly. And we have 4 or 5 or 6 families who are quarantining. Pray that they stay healthy, and pray that this plague ends. Keep doing that. Does anybody have a birthday? tell your neighbor whatever you feel comfortable telling them in a socially distant way.
She wasn't good last week.
Okay, Liberty Chapel. You got your voices all warmed up? We're singing to the Lord now, so give it your best. Soul on fire.
God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, restore the joy I had when I have wandered. Bring me back in this darkness. Lead me through until all I see is you. I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again. Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day till I am a soul on fire. I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire. Till I am a soul on fire.
Okay, are you heating up yet? You heating up? Okay. Spark that a flame. All right, because of your love.
As we come into your presence, we remember every blessing that you poured out so freely from above. lifting gratitude and praises for compassion so amazing. Lord, we come to give you thanks for all you've done. Because of your love, we're forgiven. Because of your love, our hearts are free. We lift you up with songs of freedom. Forever we're changed because of your love. As we come into your presence, we remember every blessing that you poured out so freely from above. Lifting gratitude and praises for compassion so amazing. Lord, we come to give you thanks for all you've done. Because of your love, we're forgiven. Because of your love, our hearts are clean. We lift you up with songs of praise. Forever we're changed because of your love. Because of your love, we're forgiven. Because of your love, our hearts are clean. So we lift you up with songs of freedom. Forever we're changed because of your love.
You may be seated. I'll be there in a minute. Dough. Lewin, I need you. So, you know, I've appreciated the pastor spotlights. I really have, and the kids did a super job with that this morning. But one thing I remember 20 years ago, about the first time they invented Pastor Appreciation Month, I was at Wheelersburg, and a lay leader came up and said, "Brad, we're going to pray for you." So I'm going to sit down here. And I figure you don't want to do this by yourself, Lewin. So you're going to want other people to come up here and surround me, either surround me or lay hands on me or whatever, and then you're going to have them all pray, and then when they get done praying, you're going to say the end of it. That was your plan, wasn't it? Okay, so everybody that feels comfortable with coming within some distance of me, on the count of 3, go. 1, 2, 3. It was a great idea, Lewin.
Thank you.
Seriously, I only do this job. I can only do this job because of prayer. And I appreciate your prayers. Thank you, Lewin, you're so thoughtful. I know I sound like Tom when I say that. Thank you so much. We think maybe the projector has finally died, or at least it's cut out for today. You may want to turn around and look back
Yeah.
when you sing.
But before you do that, you probably do that better standing up. Before you do that, Susie told me about this song. It's because it's entitled "The Battle Belongs." It's by Phil Wickham, and the story behind that is from 2 Chronicles chapter 20. And Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, was facing a big battle. These vast armies of the Moabites and Ammonites were coming against them. And he said to the people, or he resolved to inquire of the Lord, it says, and he proclaimed a fast for Judah and to seek help from the Lord. Well, the first thing he did was he affirmed God. He says, "You rule over all the kingdoms of the nations. Power and might are in your hand. No one can withstand you." He affirms God. God, I know who you are. And then he talked about, you have delivered us in the past. You've delivered us in the past. So he remembered what has happened in the past. And the next thing he says, we're going to stand here in your presence and cry out to you in our distress, and you will hear us and save us. And then he stated the situation. Look, God, here we are. All these big armies are coming against. Okay? But he says, we have no power to face this vast army that is attacking us. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. So he affirms God. He remembers the past. He states what the problem is. And he says, we're going to watch you. Okay? And then Phil Wickham, this says, the Spirit of the Lord came on this guy, Jehaziel, a Levi guy. And this is what Phil says, or he said it. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Tomorrow, he told him to march down. He said, you don't have to fight this battle. Take up your positions, stand firm, and see the deliverance the Lord will give you. Don't be afraid. Do not be discouraged. But you got to go out there, and the Lord will be with you. So they fell down and worshiped God. The next morning they went out. And he said, have faith in the Lord your God, and you will be upheld. And they sang and they praised him. And you know what happened? As they sang and praised, all those armies started fighting against each other. And they destroyed each other. Okay. So, keep in mind of the kind of year we're having. We're concerned about COVID, just crazy out of this world political scene. We're worried about the election. People are having health problems, emotional problems, physical problems, whatever. There's problems. But we just need to affirm who God is, remember what he's done in the past, tell God the situation, and have faith. The battle says, let's stand up and put our hands and sing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sing, but you all sing.
We need you.
All right. This is God's. Yeah, look at that back one. Battle belongs.
When all I see is the battle, you see my victory. When all I see is the mountain, you see a mountain too. And as I walk through the shadow, your love surrounds me. There's nothing to fear now, for belongs to you. And if you are for me, who can be against me? For Jesus, there's nothing impossible for you. When all I see is the ashes, you see the beauty. When all I see is the cross, God, you see the empty tomb. So when I fight, I'll fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Every fear I'll lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. An almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. An almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. An almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. So when I fight, I'll fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. In every fear I lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Oh God, the battle belongs to you.
My microphone's bent out of shape. I think it comes from trying to tangle it up or untangle it from the mask. I don't know. I think I sent a birthday greeting to somebody and told her to create some fun memories, and she said, creating a lot of memories in 2020, don't know how many have been fun. There's several things I'm always going to remember. That moment here is one of those things. I think that when we drove through on Easter and I got to pray with you, that's one of those things I'll always remember. We've had some really good blessings in 2020, and as much as we've made fun of this year, there have been good things that have happened, and God is good. And Darren told me he thinks the projector went out. I don't know if that means if we poke it with a stick it'll come back on, or if it's done. We have a committee that's working on getting a new one, and I guess I told one of the companies I was hoping we could have a new one before Christmas, and they said they didn't know they could get one between now and Christmas because a lot of electronic stuff is hard to get right now. But I would say that we'll get one soon, and I have the feeling that we could do church without a projector, without a